It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
I'm one, ready? MT, Kate. 11, Don.
Burrow now off the bootleg, rolling to his right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
So you look at this situation and the relocation. It's worked other places. You've got the two teams in L.A. Until recently, we had two out in the Bay Area. Of course, the two New York teams. Now two teams calling Houston home. Well, we know that they do things big here in Texas, and if these fans here are any indication, this city is ready to support a second team.
11, 12.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Burrow will throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. When you look at this defense,
right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about, the ultimate test.
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted.
And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense. How do they
take it right down Broadway? Look at the big fella go. Inside the 20.
A big play there on the catch and run. 88 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Caps take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They try and run on first down, but this one's going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Tua sets up to pass it.
That's caught downfield by Pickens. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown!
George Pickens.
With career touchdown number 91, he joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Nighthawks are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra into it.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 3rd and 19.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They cut him on back-to-back plays, breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last.
There he goes, left side.
He's still on his feet. George Pickens.
Touchdown.
George Pickens.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Nighthawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
On 1, ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs. Sure. Just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll set up to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Drop 60, drop 60.
The 36-yard line.
Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But you look at this defense.
This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, time out 2, time out 2, time out 2. Time out 3, time out 3, kick. Whoa. Water, whoa.
Here's Tua.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there at 22.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Solo left Zion, solo left side.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
And here's Freiermuth again.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Harris is in for a touchdown.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Extra point up and through. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Caps are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Setting to throw on first down is Tua.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And this is going to be intercepted. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Okay, great.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. We are in for a good one as we're through one. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
A huge play there for Houston. 57 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
19 tight. Ready.
Back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of...
There he goes, right side.
George Pickens.
And all the way in for the touchdown.
George Pickens
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last drive, They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. But he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready up. 19 Lions.
Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He can only get a yard after all that. It's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the 31, here's a second down and 9.
Go check. Go check.
11 yards there, first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Check mash. Ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
No gain on the play.
Cut 19. Cut 19.
Now back to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Caps' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
2nd and 10.
21G, 21G. Out.
Now Tua. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And again, it's Tagovailoa.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
They'll look down the field here for Kincaid.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Come on, come on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hurt.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And now the rookie's free. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
145 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Right back to him on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Here's 2nd and 8. Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick 6.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
Point after, right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Let's go now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
20, TX.
From midfield, here's Tua. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. Looking to pass. Tua steps away to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Powers through. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the 3rd quarter of action.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways. But
and now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown.
George Pickens
with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. I mean, he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. They'll roll him out right.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. It's D.J. Turner who's got it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems to...
And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Houston. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
18 Cardinals. 19 Lions.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
157 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's D.J. Turner who's... Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Tua now on 1st down.
Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route.
And he is out of bounds is inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
On the move to his left.
Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Najee Harris
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Nighthawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
That's 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 78 yards.
And the Caps are able to at least get one score back.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown.
Touchdown, San Diego.
It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
And 12.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
But the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Back to all 80. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me. Whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 176 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Tua. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over.
19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on this.
There he goes, left side. How about this? He's to the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 81 yards. And the Caps are able to claw one back.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Fighting through. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
44. Ready. Hey, long.
Harris running straight ahead. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's taken down inside the 30. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Play action. Now it's Tua.
Here's Freiermuth again. Touchdown. Pat Freiermuth with career touchdown number 70. And the Nighthawks are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign.
Extra point attempt to come here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
72. Caps 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 1 brings up third down and 11.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Hey, come on, two, out.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Here's one deep for Pickens.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made.
And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
The second down pass intercepted. They'll take over first and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now when they're running.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Tua's throw complete to Freiermuth.
Touchdown!
Pat Freiermuth
With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Nighthawks add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On play action, they'll throw.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down.
So they bring out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess?
There he goes, right side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And a huge play that time. 46 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
35.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Escapes the defender. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They're going to look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As soon as he leaked out and began his round, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. That one looks like he'll throw here. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And my goodness, another interception. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
On the stick.
7-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Buffalo 18, Bronco 80. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready, ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He'll look down the field here for Kincaid.
And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there. 44 yards. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Now he'll escape to his right. And now here is another interception. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Intercepted.
Ready, set.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
#70 Lions.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.